Fact. Nobody likes the special edition of Jabba the Hutt, and everyone prefers the puppet. And recently it was revealed how intricate the puppetry was in the practical effects version of Jabba the Hutt. Let's take a quick look.
Jabba's team effort is a little bit hard to describe, but it is essentially there are two of us, me and David Barclay, are inside Jabba's head and body, that big spherical bit in the middle. And my left arm is Jabba's left arm, and David's right arm is Jabba's right arm. So we're sitting shoulder to shoulder. And with our inside hands, David is working the mouth and doing the dialogue in English. I mean, it was dubbed later on, but on the set, Jabba was speaking in English.
You will bring Captain Solo and the Wookiee to me.
Your mind powers will not work on me, boy. I am not affected by your human thought patterns. I was killing your kind back when it meant something to be a Jedi.
Isn't that how you always...
That was the puppeteer, Tony Philpott, talking about what went into making the puppet. Answer, several men were stuffed inside of the Jabba puppet. So there's one person kind of flinging the tail around. There's one person smoking inside of it.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Like, a guy's job was to smoke cigars all day.
Right, and
no
push it through a
smoke
tube.
That is such a small little area, though. Those men
Sure,
must
I wonder if he
have...
also
Can you imagine
played
how it
Darth
smelled
Vader.
in there?
It was awful and hard to breathe and hot.
There was a small man also who operated the tail. Was an Ewok.
There's a
Were you
man
saying
in
the
each
small man
arm.
smelled?
Each arm had a dude.
And then there's somebody also
just
like
saying
moving
there
the
was an
mouth. This was crazy. The life inside of this puppet must have been so difficult.
Well, it was probably more difficult dealing with George Lucas. You know?
well-
like, listen, I don't like the way that this Jabba the Hutt doesn't walk across. It's can we make him walk? You're like,
George.
actually, George, we can't do that. It's not going to work.
Right.
Oh,
Actually, Philpott had something to say on that, which was George Lucas wasn't impressed by Jabba. He
Yeah,
did not like
absolutely
the puppet. And he was...
let me tell you right now, it was an absolute piece of crap. Originally, I had this big fat guy walking around next to Han Solo. And I thought to myself, why? That's not Jabba the Hutt. You know,
Right.
it's, we got to have something else. So CGI special edition. That's the only one you should watch.
That is almost what he said.
Pretty much.
He would have the puppeteer says that he would have preferred a CGI version, but obviously in the 1970s, 80s, we weren't there, technologically speaking, so then when the technology got there, he was really pumped about it.
Yeah.
Too pumped about it.
CGI is great. It's we could just have a big like polygon moving around and just have really basic renders. I think people in 1979 would have accepted that.
No, oh my God, no.
Would have been great.
Disagree. Stop it.
What's wrong with my laugh? You don't like the fact that I enjoy my own movies? And originally I wanted to put Jar Jar Binks inside Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
You know, after the pod racing scene, he was like, Mutafasatu. Like, Mr. No! I was like, it was a whole, it was a subchapter.
Right.
It was episode 1.2.
This film is called A Slimy Piece of Worm-Ridden Filth.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. A slimy piece of crap with cum-covered
I think it
tongue.
provides a really good snapshot into what it was like in the era to try and do this impressive
It's great to honor those
puppetry.
guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
Rest in peace, all of them.
But also, it's
No.
like, it also like makes George Lucas more of a dick because it's like he doesn't honor these guys who worked and sweated and had to, you know, go through
Bathing
this process.
in sweat and cigar ash.
No,
and
I'm
then,
sure it
and you
smelled-
know, the
they're in a
fans
latex
appreciate it. You know,
sack, basically, for 6 weeks.
It was crazy. I mean, well, it's one of the biggest puppets of that time, maybe ever.
Yeah.
And it was very impressive to see how they made this alien creature come to life. Probably more impressive than what we ended up in the special edition, but maybe you disagree. What do you think, audience? Let us know below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.
Like it, I do.